Hi, my name is Faith Sidlow with Mass Communication and Journalism. I'm a solo team, but I've joined forces with Kim Morin and Sherry Lynn Colby-Botel, the three Summer Academy Muses. Together we've been doing some great brainstorming, and they've helped me come up with solutions I may not have thought of on my own. I'm redesigning MCJ 172, Media Law. When I took over this class 4 years ago, it was strictly lecture, followed by 4 multiple-choice true-false exams. The professor did use videos to illustrate concepts and tell stories.
It wasn't what I expected, at all. Over 7,000 pages and 47 volumes, what I had in front of me was nothing less than a chronology of our damnation. There were 2 histories of the war, one for the president and one for the rest of us.
But for the most part, students were not engaged. Over the past few years, I've worked to make the course more interactive, but I've found students still come to class unprepared and reluctant to participate in class discussions. I've tried different methods to get them to read the text. I give daily iClicker quizzes and weekly discussion board assignments. Both are quite labor-intensive for me, and I haven't really noticed an increase in retention. I found that by the time I finish lecturing or showing a film clip, there's little time left to reflect on the message. I've also tried group discussions in which students worked out solutions to hypothetical situations, and while they were more engaged, they were still unable to answer exam questions dealing with the same concepts they had discussed in class. My goal is to flip my classroom so students will spend more time outside class reading assignments, watching videos, and doing research, and they'll spend more time in class engaged in meaningful discussions. I started doing this on a small scale last semester with my group discussions. Previously, I had each group discuss the same hypothetical situation at the same time and then respond to a list of questions with the entire class. This time, I gave students a list of 9 questions 2 days in advance. The questions were based on the Socratic method. I started with 3 general questions geared toward making them search the text for key terms or concepts. The next 3 were questions about a theme or idea. The final 3 questions required critical thinking, applying the concepts to real life. I've already learned several things during this academy. Many were the result of side conversations in our 3 Muses group after a particular activity or instruction. One is the think, pair, share concept. I've been working with groups of 5 to 8 students in my media law class, with 2 or 3 students in each group not participating in the discussion. Starting the conversation off in groups of 2 offers more structured discussion and gives students who don't speak an opportunity to be heard. I'm planning to embed my videos on Blackboard, require students to watch the videos outside of class, and respond to a couple of questions before the next class session. I'm still trying to figure out how heavily to weigh these assignments. I'll still use iClickers in my media law class to take attendance and encourage reading. I plan to continue using clickers, but not during every class session. I've had too many students whose grades would have been adversely affected had I not curved their scores. I like Martin's idea of offering extra credit for students who arrive on time and answer the first question correctly. I also liked the idea of authentic learning activities instead of exams shared by the Bio 10 team. I'm looking forward to finding out more about the intensive peer review system they use. I don't really have any serious concerns about my course redesign. I'm planning on getting feedback from my students throughout the semester, and if something doesn't work, I'll change it.